Have you ever wondered why, in the richest country on earth, so many people still struggle with money? Why is it that financial freedom feels out of reach for millions of hardworking Americans? Today, we're going to cut through the noise, the headlines, and the confusion to bring you what I call financial clarity for American prosperity. Welcome back to USA Finance Hub, the place where we break down the complex world of money, the economy, and your financial future in a way that actually makes sense. Now, let's start with a question. Be honest with yourself. When you think about your money, do you feel calm or do you feel stressed? Most people feel stressed. And it's not because they're bad with money. It's because the financial system itself is complicated, overwhelming, and constantly changing. But here's the good news. Once you understand the big picture, and once you put the right personal strategies in place, you'll see that financial clarity is possible, and with it comes the kind of prosperity that every American dreams of. So let's dive in. Think about the U.S. economy right now. Inflation has been in the headlines. Interest rates are higher than they've been in over a decade. Housing feels out of reach for many, and the job market is shifting faster than ever. Does that sound like chaos? Sure. But beneath that chaos, there's a pattern. And once you see the pattern, you can position yourself not just to survive, but to thrive. For example, inflation. Prices of everyday goods, groceries, gas, rent, they've all gone up. But here's the question: have your wages kept up? For many people, the answer is no. That's where the struggle begins. But inflation doesn't have to be your enemy. If you learn how to invest wisely, whether in stocks, bonds, or even real estate, inflation can actually grow your wealth over time instead of eating away at it. Now let's zoom in on you. How do you create financial clarity in your own life? It starts with 3 steps. Step 1, know where your money is going. That means budgeting not in a boring way, but in a way that reflects your real life. Step 2, build an emergency fund, because the truth is, unexpected expenses aren't unexpected, they're guaranteed. And step 3, start investing early, even if it's just small amounts. Remember, the American economy rewards those who think long-term. Have you ever noticed that the wealthiest Americans don't just work for money, they make money work for them? That's not a coincidence. That's strategy. And the sooner you start thinking like that, the sooner you'll move from financial stress to financial clarity. But let's step back, because personal finance doesn't exist in a vacuum. Your money is connected to the bigger picture of America's economy. So let's talk about opportunity. Right now, we're living in a time of massive change. Technology, automation, artificial intelligence, they're reshaping the job market. Some industries are shrinking, while others are exploding with new opportunities. The question is, are you positioning yourself to ride the wave of change? Or are you being pulled under by it? For example, think about remote work. Before 2020, most companies resisted it. Today, it's a standard part of the American workforce. What does that mean for your finances? It means you might be able to live in a lower-cost city while still earning wages from a higher-cost market. That's financial clarity in action, using structural changes in the economy to create personal prosperity. And let's not ignore debt. Credit card debt in America has hit record highs. Why? Because when wages don't stretch far enough, people turn to credit. But here's the harsh truth. High-interest debt is the enemy of prosperity. If you carry balances month after month, your wealth is being drained away not by your lifestyle, but by interest payments. So one of the most powerful moves you can make today is to attack that debt with focus and intensity. Imagine how much clearer your financial picture will look once that burden is gone. Now, let me ask you, do you want to keep living paycheck to paycheck? Or do you want to step into a life of abundance? Because the path is right in front of you. Financial clarity isn't about being perfect. It's about being intentional. It's about asking yourself, what do I value most? And how can I align my money with those values? Let's take retirement as an example. Too many Americans delay saving because they think they'll start later. But later never comes. The reality is, every dollar you invest in your 20s or 30s can grow into $10, $20, even $30 by the time you retire thanks to compounding. That's not a trick. That's math. And it's one of the simplest ways to move toward prosperity. But here's where the calm, serious part comes in. Prosperity isn't just about money. It's about peace of mind. It's about knowing that if the economy takes a downturn, if your job changes, if inflation rises again, you're still okay. That peace of mind comes from clarity, planning, and execution. And America itself needs clarity. As a nation, we're at a crossroads. Our debt as a country is massive. Our political divisions are real, and the global economy is shifting. But history shows us something powerful. America has always found a way to reinvent itself, to come back stronger, and to create opportunity out of challenge. The same is true for you, personally. Your financial life may look uncertain right now, but with the right mindset, you can reinvent your future. So, what's the takeaway? Financial clarity is not just about spreadsheets and numbers. It's about vision. It's about understanding the forces shaping the U.S. economy and making intentional choices in your own life. It's about using knowledge as power, because when you gain clarity, prosperity follows. Now, let's wrap this up. If you've been watching and thinking, this all sounds great, but where do I start? Start small. Track your spending. Pay down one piece of debt. Open an investment account. Read one article a week about the U.S. economy. These small steps build momentum, and momentum builds transformation. And remember, you don't have to do it alone. That's why we're here. At USA Finance Hub, we're committed to giving you the tools, the insights, and the clarity you need to not only survive in today's financial landscape, but to prosper. So let me leave you with one last question. Are you ready to step into your financial clarity and claim your share of American prosperity? If you found value in this video, hit that like button, subscribe to USA Finance Hub, and share this with someone who needs financial clarity in their life. Because the truth is, prosperity is possible, and it starts with knowledge, action, and clarity. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.